Hey guys, me Dee from DzCrochetCreations, filming my craft room. I had been asked a while back if I can show my craft room, and also a few other ladies have been showing their craft rooms. Beth, she did her craft room, and then I was asked again if I could show mine, so I will show mine to you now. So this is the door where I walk in, and I just hung up some like clips so I can hang my bags and stuff, so that way when I open the door it's out of the way. Then I have this hanging on the wall. That's my bag of hats, and I have more of my like take-along craft bags that I take if I need to crochet on the road. I'll just stuff them in there and take it. That's my daughter's poncho. And then that right there is D&J's craft stuff. Their yarn, their hooks, everything they need to create and make their stuff. And then by my wall I have a basket of Caron 1-pound yarn. That yarn right there was all mispriced at $2.99 at Michael's. And then every time we would go in, the kids and I would just use a 50% off coupon. So I literally got all this yarn for $1.50 a skein. And then same with that yarn right there. So that's my $1.50 a pound yarn that I purchased. I've used a few already, so I had a little more, but I love that yarn. It's one of my favorite. Then I have my cutting board. I have some beads in there, and I have some more yarn. The yarn on top comes from my cousin's alpacas that she raises. And then this blue bin has all of my finished items in it. It's all of my items ready to go or to be shipped or to be sold. And then there's some of my cotton yarn. And then inside of this trunk, my sister-in-law gave me this trunk, and inside of the trunk, a friend of mine didn't want yarn, so she gave me all of her Red Heart yarn that she had. Well, some of what she had. She didn't even give it all to me, but I just piled it in there because I needed somewhere to put it. Then I have an odds and ends drawer in there where things that I want to get to, I just put in there. The red bin on top has my mailing labels and measuring tape and stuff like that. I have some antique buttons in there. Just odds and ends, the things that I use all the time, so I just put in these drawers so that way I know where they're at. And I have this shelf. That is my my mailing shelf. I have my boxes, my envelopes, all of my stuff to mail. I have my paper bin right there. It has cardstock, printing paper, laminating sheets, sheet protectors, my TV. I have some more things in this drawer that I need. Scissors, elastic, there's buttons in here, stitch markers I never use. Then I have all my cutting scissors in here, my hole puncher, just different stuff that I use. Then I have my desk over here. It's kind of a mess down there, but in this bin I have all my floss, if you can see that. Excuse the mess. And then I have just my things in there. I have my nieces and my one nephew. And then this is where I sit by the window. Use my daughter's blanket, and then I have my laptop here. This is kind of like my little Mobo desk, so I sit at my chair and I keep everything on there, my laptop. And I let my computer just kind of set. And then I have my yarn in my bin. All this yarn right here is the yarn I've been working with to fill orders. I have all my baby yarn in my shelf. I have more yarn there. I have a hat on there getting worked. That's what I'm working on right now. Then I have this shelf of yarn. I have some crochet hooks up there. I have more yarn. Then I have like all my boutique item stuff. So my buttons and my barrettes, my clips, everything is in all of those clear bins. At the very bottom I have fabric for all my other sewing stuff that I do. And in top of those, in those bins, I have some pattern books, some pattern magazines, and receipts and stuff like that, my receipt books. And then I have this shelf. This is where I keep like all of most of my yarn. I keep it all in these. I have 3 shelves. And I have 4 bins on each shelf. And forgive me, I've been really sick. I'm trying to get over a cold, so I'm having a hard time doing both with my cold I have. And then on this wall, so when you walk in on this wall, I have these on the very top. Those 4 bins are all beads a friend of mine blessed me with. And then below that is all of my patterns. Those are all crochet patterns. There's maybe 3 knitting books within there. Maybe 3. I know of one for sure, but there may be 3 in there. But the rest are crochet. I have the 2 blue folders at the bottom. One is for my loom and one is for knit. So that's what it is. And then I just have some glue sticks up top and all that. And then in this bag I keep all of my items getting ready to ship. So I need to ship out all of these, and they have the names in them where they're going to go. Then I have my closet, and I do use my closet. It's a little bit more wrecked, so excuse it. But up at top I have bins that have some odds and end yarn in it, and at the very bottom shelf I have all of my boutique stuff, all of my ribbons, my bowl holders, everything like that. Excuse me. And then I have this yarn also is the yarn that I've been working with lately. So as I don't need it, I just kind of toss it up there, and then if I run out of something, I'll go and check that and make sure I don't have that color in there to use, so that way I don't have to get a new skein right away. It's kind of dark in here, but those bins are with my boutique stuff and my duct tape, so that way they're ready to go and be sold at craft fairs. I have a bunch of towels in there that I was blessed with from a friend. She gave me so I could do towel toppers. I have more shelves back there. Some more business stuff back there. I have all my heads in that bag hanging. I have some more. It's hard to see in there. I don't have a light. But then I have more yarn in here, and this is in here because this is my yarn that I want to make with the project for myself. And it's that really pretty blue that's right there. This one. And it's impeccable. Then I have more yarn in this bin here, and there's a clear bin behind it that has yarn. This right here is all of my unfinished projects that I've either put aside to work on something else, or I ran out of yarn and I just haven't pulled it back out. And then I have these bins here, and then I have some more patterns here that I've just laminated. These are those ones that you pull off the shelf, and like if you're at the yarn section and you just pull them, they're free, and I always pull them, and then I bring them home and I laminate them so that way they last. And then those shelves back there is all of my cotton yarn. I got a really good deal at in Texas at a flea market, and the lady had 2 big boxes of it and said, you know what, if you want it, I'll sell both boxes to you for $5. So I got all that crochet cotton, and there's 4 shelves full of it for $5, so I couldn't pass that up. But other than that, there's a quick peek of my craft room. I don't like it to be out of place because then it's hard to work in here, but I enjoy it, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the quick tour of my craft room. Let me know what you think, and there's just a few ways on how I store my items, and I do use my hangers in there to hang up more stuff. In those little bins I have projects going on as well. And this bin right here, I have all of my like small, or is it this one? This one here, I have all of my wound up yarn balls that are too small, my little scrap yarns, and I just throw it in there. Use it for sewing or whatever I need it for. But yeah, so there's a quick peek of how I keep all my stash. And yeah, so let me know what you think. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.